Get ready for a cool new series of watches from Casio. Welcome back to the channel for Right Time Watches here in Denver, Colorado. Every once in a while, Casio hits me with a true surprise, and this amazing new series of porcelain-looking watches is definitely one of those. Before we dig into their details, we'll invite you to subscribe to our channel so you catch all of our upcoming videos. Casio has brought us some really cool colorways in a variety of shapes and watches this year, but this porcelain-looking series might be one of the most visually interesting I've seen. It came in 4 different models, and we'll start with the 2100 or the octagon bezel. This one has become a fan favorite not only because of its octagonal shape, but because of its wearability. This case is smaller from a diameter perspective, as well as much more thin than some of the other models, including 2 in this particular lineup. That wearability makes this much more approachable for those with more slender wrists. The blue and white porcelain motif looks really cool on this strap. The case back on this watch is engraved with a really cool image of a dragon. Underneath this steel case back, you've got a Casio module that's equipped with tons of functionality. This one wears really well on the wrist, like I mentioned before. I have an 8-inch wrist, and you can see that this one sits nicely in the center of my wrist with plenty of room to spare, so those with smaller wrists tend to lean towards this particular model. I really like the stark white dial and the dark blue raised indices around this dial. This one is analog and digital with a nice readout in the bottom right corner. If you're looking for something a little bit more slim, this would be an incredible option for you, but this square shape would also be a really good alternative. This classic square shape is a fan favorite for so many reasons, but for this particular lineup, I like it best because it carries that dragon motif onto the dial, not just the case back. This white surround has beautiful blue detailing of the dragon design, and I think it looks super cool. On my wrist, you could almost argue that this one is a little bit small, especially as it relates to the G-Shock family. But, like I said before, if you've got a more average-sized or even a slender wrist, this is an incredible option. The watch looks really good, but it also feels nice. This is a very smooth, somewhat glossy resin that this one has been cast in, and I think it is a really nice fit. You'd expect true porcelain to have a bit of that sheen to it, so to have that carried over into this resin band was a perfect idea. Now, when you mention G-Shock to the casual fan, or even to the enthusiast, this might be the first thing that comes to mind, or perhaps one of these larger models. This version embodies the large, tough, durable mindset that G-Shock has become well known for. A watch like this can really handle just about anything, but it's definitely not slim and won't be something you'd want to wear in a more formal type occasion. That's not what these are for, though. These are for toughing it and for expressing your personality. This GA110 is 200 meters water resistant and chock full of functional features, including a 1/1000th of a second timing feature. If you really enjoy this larger, chunkier look, but you don't like the busyness of this dial, then perhaps the GA700 might be a good fit for you, as it takes that same analog-digital approach, but simplifies it just a little bit. This one can still do just about anything you'd want it to do, with the same 200 meters of water resistance, but it also carries an alarm and a countdown timer. This and all the models we've looked at so far all have a really great LED backlit display, so legibility in nighttime or underwater will be a breeze. This is of course a significant timepiece, but with that LED light button being right there at the bottom of the dial and these pushers on the side being big and easy to operate, I think this watch makes a lot of sense. Of course, this and all the other models, despite the larger or smaller size, are extremely light. That resin construction and the G-Shock Casio modules inside are very light, so they're comfortable on the wrist. So whether you're looking for something a little bit slimmer, perhaps a hair more understated, or something significant and bulky and tough, Casio has your back either way with this amazing new porcelain series. This series is super fun, super cool, and as always, super affordable and tough. If you'd like to purchase one of these or any of our other watches, please visit us at righttime.com or give us a call. We're always happy to help. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time at Right Time.